Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, here with another action figure review, and this is a bit of an odd one. This is the 1000 Toys 1/12 scale basic ROBOX figure. So here's the box. You can see the figure transformed as its box form through the window. It says ROBOX on the side there. There it says 1/12 scale ROBOX on the side. Some artwork of the figure on the back, which to me this looks like the only one that is actually the figure in the box. I don't think it's that, or that. This side just says 1/12 scale ROBOX again. There's the front again, so I'll take a second, get this figure out, and we will transform it and have a look at it. Okay, when you pull the packaging out of the box, here's what it looks like. You have the figure again there in the front, and this side is just a shield. Okay, the figure is out, and it does come with some instructions for transforming it, which from the looks of it I think will be fairly simple, but in case you run into a little snag, you do got some instructions. So I'm going to start by folding these arms out, then the hands unhook from that ball joint. Then you can fold them down, so there you have the arms out. The chest folds down to release the head, then it snaps back into place. So there's your head and arms. Now I just got to figure the legs out. Okay, so the legs, you just pull down on that center one. It's got a very long barbell type ball joint there. And again on this side, fold the feet down. Okay, then you have to pull the pelvis outward. Then these legs fold into the hip, and then the pelvis snaps back into place with those legs out. Okay, when you do this, the placement of your leg is off. This is actually the inside of the leg, so you'll need to rotate it up and around, and then push it back down. You also need to adjust these knee joints to where they are facing back, so the articulation will work properly. And then you want these pegs facing the outside, because he does come with a few guns and things you can put on him. So there's the ROBOX figure all transformed. Very cool, very fun little figure. The articulation is absolutely amazing. I'm guessing a lot of that is from it being able to transform. There's a lot of extra joints and stuff in there. Really great movement in all the joints. And I don't think this figure goes along with any franchise or anything, but it's one of those figures that you could just absolutely put in with anything. Could put these in with your Marvel figures. It kind of looks like something Hammer Tech would have made to try and rip off Iron Man suits. And this figure being a 1/12 scale, it almost stands at exactly 6 inches tall. And also for a quick comparison, I got out the only other 1000 Toys figure I own. It is the 1/12 scale synthetic human. I absolutely love the figure. It's a great figure. If you don't have it, I recommend it. So both these figures being 1/12 scale, they stand at about the same height. So good scaling on the ROBOX figure. And this figure does come with a couple accessories. He has a couple guns. They are attached to him in packaging, so you just have to pull those off. And he has these claw hands. The gun does have a little notch in it. You can place the thumb from the claw in the notch on the gun, and he can hold it that way. Or you can mount him on his forearms. He has these notches here, so you can put the gun in there that way. Free his hand up. And he also comes with this shield. Nice looking army green shield. And this shield will peg in on his back, but that's mostly for when it's in its box form. So when you have him transformed into this form, the shield goes where the guns went. So you just peg that in there. Very easy. It's very sturdy when it's in there. Looks really cool. Really dig that shield. Can put it right up close to him, have his head peeking out. Looks like you could probably even peg his guns into the bottom of the shield here. We'll try that. Yep, you can peg the guns into any of these holes. So I feel like there's a lot of little hidden things about this figure that I will figure out as time goes on. I mess with a little more. There'll be things that you just keep finding. Got this little caution sign on its butt. I'm going to try to go over some of the articulation on this figure. I'll go over the basic parts. Well, for one thing, his head, half of it will articulate. I think that's mostly just for transforming it. but then its head is on a ball joint, has pretty good pivot, goes forward a whole lot, back a whole lot, because it does have a disc there at the mid neck. Then the shoulders are on this large disc joint, so they'll go all around. And then there's a joint right off of the shoulder, so they'll swivel in and back, and then they're on a ball joint, so that's a lot of movement at the shoulder. Then it does have an upper bicep swivel, has a joint at the elbow, and then into the forearm it's on a ball joint. Its claws are on a swivel, and then they do open and close. There's no crunch or anything at the midsection. I do like how those pistons look in there, but they're not functional. They don't work or anything. But there is a swivel right at the waist. You can swivel that all the way around. Legs are on a ball joint. They'll go out that far. They'll kick forward that far, back that far. There's no upper thigh swivel or anything. The knees will swivel, and then it's on that joint that you have to turn around when transforming it. The feet are on a ball joint at the ankle, which you get a lot of movement back and forward with. You have really good pivot going in, but not really any going out. You do get a little where this piece drops down, it hits it. But then you have, it's not really toe articulation, that's more foot articulation, since that is the biggest part of his foot. Again, I think that's mostly functional for when you're transforming. It's why that cut is there and not more toward the toes. And I'm sure there's a lot more articulated little pieces in there that I'm missing, but you can absolutely get this figure in any pose you're going to want to get it into. So I'm going to take a second, get this figure posed up, and we will wrap this review up. So there's the 1000 Toys synthetic human, having a little ride on the ROBOX figure. Very fun figure, very cool, just a really odd figure. I don't know who designed or came up with this, but I'm glad they made it. I do really like it. This figure can be as fun as you are creative. I mean, you could just sit and do different stuff with this for days. Like have your synthetic human ride him. See if he can stay on the full 8 seconds. So I'm really enjoying it. I can see this being the focus of a lot of upcoming Instagram pictures. But that is my review of the 1000 Toys ROBOX figure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye for now.